Can you believe everyone's favorite 90s card game is making a major comeback? That's right, if you're on any social media right now, you probably have been seeing people chasing after rare Pokemon cards. Card shows for Pokemon have exploded in popularity, which have revamped interest in the collecting aspect. The Pokemon brand that has transcended the world of cards and has only grown in popularity over the years. But what is the true history of Pokemon? Why is it so popular? How do we get to the point we are today? Let's take a look at how the Pokemon Empire was built and grown over the years. The Pokemon brand was created by Satoshi Tajiri in 1996. The game was developed to focus on little monsters who could evolve into other creatures as they grew or got stronger. The concept was originally called Pocket Monsters out of Japan. The franchise would begin with Pocket Monsters Red and Green. The games would be developed for Game Boy by Game Freak and published by Nintendo in February 1996. However, it was released in the United States as Red and Blue on Game Boy. Over that first year it was released, it would grow and expand in popularity. Needless to say, Pokemon took the world by storm. From 1996 to 1997, the concept exploded. Kids and adults everywhere wanted to join in on the fun. After the success of the Game Boy game, Pokemon would be adapted into several different functions. The Pokemon card games would be released in October of 1996. It is interesting to note Nintendo had fears of expanding Pokemon into the Western world, as they thought it may have been too Japanese for American taste, knowing that many concepts had failed in the Western world. They would spend over $25 million promoting Pokemon in the US, knowing if it had success, this could be a major market for them. They would work in partnership with Hasbro and KFC to expand the brand in the United States. In September of 1998, the game was released on Game Boy in the United States. They would utilize the phrase "gotta catch 'em all" to appeal to the American concept of collecting. The trading card aspect would not reach North America until January 9th, 1999. But once it did, it would spread like wildfire. Pairing the video game and the card game together, the Pokemon team realized they had a winner in the Western world. What gave Pokemon early success was the fact that they were able to build out a world. As the game started with only 151 Pokemon creatures, the creators knew they would be able to build upon that number. They were not locked into a specific number, which gave the idea of being able to build out their own world. Besides the collectible aspect of Pokemon, they also had success building out their brand. One of the things that really helped develop the world of Pokemon was the successful partnership that the business established, as they were trying to target children for their marketing to develop more popularity among the people. For example, one major partnership occurred during the first Pokemon movie, which was with Burger King. Burger King would release a limited series of kids' meals with the Pokemon toys. They would also sell 6 23-karat gold Pokemon cards. Both of these promotions would create even more excitement for the Pokemon movie, helping it gross over $170 million. Many believed that Pokemon would be a fad of the 90s and early 2000s, dying off like many of those 90s popular trends. However, that would not be the case as time went on. Pokemon found steady growth over time through consistent movies, games, shows, and updates to the card series. New games would be developed in the world of Nintendo for systems like Game Boy Advance and GameCube. On top of the Pokemon characters would be added into the world of Mario and other Nintendo characters with their addition to Super Smash Bros., which once again helped develop the Pokemon brand even further. Throughout the mid-2000s, Pokemon did not have the strength it did in the late 90s and early 2000s. Though still popular with movies, cards, and video games, it just did not have the same staying power as it once had. This was until Pokemon Go would come out, which would help turn the tides for Nintendo and Pokemon. The digital mobile game made its debut in 2016 and helped redevelop an affinity for Pokemon among fans. Especially those who were kids when the card games came out were now going into adulthood. Through Pokemon Go, you were able to go into the world of Pokemon. You could finally live out your dream of becoming Ash. It was no longer a card game or show, it was actual Pokemon battles. This game helped develop popularity among the series. It would help lead to a remake of Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow in 2018, as well as new Nintendo games being built out further. All of this has also led to new demand for old card games. That's right, collectors all over the world are going after collectible Pokemon cards and packs. The hopes is to capture the elusive $500,000 Charizard. Did you know about the expanded growth and popularity of Pokemon over the years? Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and follow. Believable Truths.